What's up, everybody? Welcome to Keys and
Keys and
Conversation.
conversation.
We are excited. We have a very special guest with us today, our
Yes.
very own president and co founder of ENRG Realty, Energy Realty, Erinn Noble, with
Yay.
us today. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, ladies.
How
Nice
you
to be
doing?
here. I'm really good today. Thank you.
Good, good.
Thank
So
you.
happy you're here to join us for a quick little chat.
Mhm. Yes.
My favorite. Yeah,
Yeah,
chatting with the ladies.
there you go.
And thank you for taking out the time. I know you're busy, and so we really appreciate you. Long time coming, but we really, really appreciate you.
Hey, figuring out the schedules with busy agents is not an easy
hmm
task. So
There
it's
you
one
go.
of my favorite things to do is have conversations. So really
Yeah,
happy to be here.
That's
definitely.
awesome.
Good.
Well, we can get started with our questions. Want to?
Take
All
it away.
right. Okay. So I have had a question since day one. With your footprint and your experience, you could do anything or you could have started out on any journey in this industry. Why energy and why now?
Ooh, loaded question, huh? Okay. Actually, this is my passion project. Okay,
Okay.
so I
Yep.
have been in the industry since 1999, just a very short amount of time. So this is actually my 27th year being a licensed real estate agent. I'm
Wow.
still actually a licensed designated managing broker in Washington
Hmm.
State. Um, so I've watched a lot in my lifetime as a real estate professional.
Hmm.
Uh, Starting out in 99, we did not have technology in the
Mm,
industry. We did not have IDX feeds for the MLS. Our listings were populated in like a phone book style. I don't know if
right.
you're around for that, but yes. We used to have to, well, we weren't allowed to, but we did it anyhow. We'd tear them up if we had, multiple buyer clients in
Hmm.
different price ranges. You'd rip out the sections of the price range and share out the listing book with them. And that was our way of, searching for, at that point, then it was expired or, stale data,
Wow.
right? I mean, so coming from kind of like the dark ages of selling real estate to now, the advent of technology and the fast and rapid, cycle of growth, the different models that are out there, it's been a really, really fun ride. So I've collected a lot of knowledge and experience in the space. And so getting back to the why, I have all of this knowledge that I want to share with people. It would not be, fair to just go
Hmm.
do something else or exit the industry at
Hmm.
this point of my career. I want to build something that's a combination or a culmination of
Hmm.
experiences that we've brought in, and something really beautiful that's here to last. Something really focused on the human element and the relationships and
Hmm.
servicing the industry. And that's ultimately what we're here to do is to provide
Yeah, it's true.
professional services and advice to
Hmm.
consumers to help them with their journey in home ownership. So that's the goal, and that's my why. I love this industry so much, and I'm really passionate about it. And things are changing very rapidly, obviously, right now.
Yes, they
Hmm.
are.
Interesting times for sure. But,
Very.
we're positioned in a really good spot right now to be able to, take a lot of this knowledge and, you know,
Sit on.
build communities across the nation.
Yeah. Got it.
Exciting.
Very. All right. So I have a question. Well, it's more of what is your advice? So when I became a real estate agent, I feel like I joined every group on Facebook, Instagram, whatever
Yes, Sam.
regarding real estate. And um, I oftentimes hear like seasoned agents telling newer agents, hey, just get out there, just get started, get your business going. And sometimes for a new agent, you really have no clue what that means, how to get started, like, what do you do? So, what would be your advice to new agents who just really don't know how to get started?
Yeah, and that's tough in this day and age because there's a
Hmm.
lot of
Yeah.
distractions.
Yep.
So for me personally, I'm a squirrel. I know that about myself. I know what my strengths and weaknesses are.
Yep.
I love technology, so I'm always like shopping around. So for me personally, I have to stay very focused. and really live my life with that direction without too much distraction. There's a time and
Mhm.
place to do research and go down that rabbit hole, but really really do some soul searching on what your strengths are.
Mhm.
What do you really like to do?
Right.
Mhm.
Would you enjoy?
Yep.
And pour
Hmm.
yourself into it. I built my business around my children. Essentially, I have three real estate babies that are grown into these fabulous humans now and living their
Mhm.
own lives.
Yep.
But I built my business around their their schools, around servicing, people that were moving into the school district, around helping provide advice to, teachers in their school district. And I loved it because I got to be basically on site with my kids a lot
Hmm.
of the time and building my networks there with, the PTA or just volunteering. And so by word of mouth, I became, that
Mhm.
person who was known as, the experienced agent in that school district.
Hmm.
It served me very well. I could give back then, and it was just a great symbiotic relationship. So ultimately, just find your passion. You don't need to do things that you don't like to do. If you
Right.
don't have to go door knock if you don't like door knocking. You don't
Right.
have to make cold calls if you don't like
Right.
making cold calls.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of creative approaches here where, and a lot of success is created too, but go set yourself up in a coffee shop, put a big sticker on the back of your laptop,
Yep.
free real estate
Hmm.
advice,
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
buy
Yep.
coffees, and
Yep.
have conversations. That's what this is
Hmm.
all about. We're not here to sell, we're here to service and
Right.
provide advice.
Right.
And that's where it starts. Build relationships, have
Yeah.
conversations.
Definitely. I completely agree with that wholeheartedly. Yeah.
Me
So you
too. And
just
when
have
you,
to put yourself in any
mhm,
position, like even at church or sometimes even
exactly.
at the grocery store or at the doctor's office or wherever. You just start up a conversation. I was at a housewarming a couple of weeks ago, and soon as I said I'm a realtor, everybody was like, "Oh my God, give me your card! I need your card!" And that was I only said I'm a realtor, and they were like, "I need you." So it's
Yes,
like you just open your mouth,
Yeah.
and people will just, if they need you, they'll say it.
They'll say it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then there's power in the follow-up too. You need to remind
Yes.
them. So
Hmm.
that's
Yep.
Hmm.
that's where the technology and the tools come in. Make sure you've got a
Exactly.
robust
Yep.
CRM, you're populating it, you're
Mhm.
working the system for sure.
Yep.
Hmm.
You have to have the technology and the tools to support that. But I've seen the most success by people and agents that are out in the field, giving back, pouring back into their communities, not even asking for
Right.
Right.
for opportunities, but making those opportunities
Making
by
Making
them.
them.
having
Hmm.
conversations
Yeah.
And
and just
creating the relationships.
exactly. Yes.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes Gay and I go out and we just like show up at
Hmm.
an open house or wherever, and we'll just start talking, and then just, I mean, we made a great relationship with one of the salespersons at Toll Brothers, and so
Hmm.
now every event she calls us and says,
Yeah.
"Hey, we're having this or we're having that. Come on." So it's
Yes.
just about creating those relationships. Yeah,
Exactly. And
Absolutely.
getting out of your comfort zone too.
Oh yeah.
that's
Oh
it.
yeah.
You
There's
know.
some of that for sure.
Yeah.
You need to be somewhat social, get out there.
Hmm.
That's where people know it.
And even when you're not social, I found it a little bit challenging in the beginning because you're going from that employee mindset to now
Mhm.
this is your baby, this is your business, and it's okay to kind of take the lead. And so you go from waiting to kind of follow a direction to being the front man. And so you kind of got to get out of that comfort zone to say, okay, it is okay if I do this, and it is okay if I do
Absolutely.
Right.
something that I like to do, and then that's where you find it's not really work, it's
No,
service,
Correct.
like you said.
Yeah.
exactly.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
exactly it.
That's the
Yeah.
key, because when you really love what you do, it's not work.
It's not
You
work.
know,
Exactly.
it's not
That's
Yep.
work.
why,
So,
that's where we're building energy right now. It's not work.
Hmm.
It's so
yes.
Hmm.
fun.
Yeah.
To
It
sit down and
really
have
is.
conversations like this. And, it's a heck of a lot of work. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
it's all worth it.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
when you
yeah.
have like-minded people alongside of you, it's awesome. Like me and Michelle and I are just so excited to be here at this
Mhm.
time, at this day and age, and have the team that we do around us. We didn't
Right.
feel lost. We didn't feel
Nope.
forgotten. when we
No,
first jumped in as newbies. We were like, oh, wow, everybody really wants to collaborate and see you win. It was not a thing
the
of
support
competition.
is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
really is
It
amazing,
really is.
with
That's
It
that's the
North
really is.
goal.
Carolina.
So,
Yeah,
preserving it. That's
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
the hard part
right,
as we
Yeah.
yeah.
scale. But that's, what I believe in, and yeah, we're gonna stand by our stick to our goals.
Good, good, good.
Wh- What's something that you believe that the real estate industry right now that most brokerages are getting wrong?
Probably leaning too heavily into AI,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Mm,
forgetting that human approach, the human element, which is, the core of what we're doing here. AI is fantastic. We live in an amazing day and age right now with the advancements we're seeing, but AI is not the solution for
Right.
everything. So that's my opinion.
mhm,
I It's all about establishing trust. And if you're leading with an AI generated image, AI videos, Claude generated content for everything, it just comes
yeah,
across as artificial.
Right.
So, you know, for me, it's, really coming through as leading with your personality and your
Mm-hmm.
beliefs, heart and soul, and just understanding that AI is simply a mechanism to help support that.
right,
True.
right.
That's true.
Completely
That's
agree.
really true. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, so I have a question. So we all know that real estate is not a 9 to 5 job.
Yeah.
It's not a Monday through Friday type job. So what is your work and personal life balance? When do you shut it off or not shut it off? How do you deal with that?
Right now, there's no shutting off, especially in this stage. So, and it's also, I'm building this with my husband, Peter. So it's basically all we talk about. We're so passionate about it. It's fun. We have late night conversations around, just about everything, but it's all focused on energy. So
Right.
that is where our energy is served right now. But I'm also at a stage in my life where,
It's your baby.
it's my
It's
baby.
your baby.
I'm an
Exactly.
empty nester, so I needed to get puppies and create a company. So,
Yeah.
but early on in my career, when my kids were little, I would have to create some pretty strong boundaries, which are really hard to live by because you are in service to your clients, but it's setting those expectations early on around when you're available and what's appropriate.
Right, right.
you know Helping reinforce that, but it's definitely an industry where it's hard to do, especially if you're in a multiple offer situation and trying to win.
Hmm.
Exactly.
You gotta show up
And
sometimes.
even when you're new, because you just feel like you have to take everything, whatever
Yeah.
comes your way, you
You
Yeah.
got to
can't put it
take
to the
it.
side. You have to get it. You have to take it just to start building your
Yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, yes
and
and no. But like anything, there are
Yes and no. Okay.
yeah.
See, I mean, we're learning. We're still learning. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's maybe take Sundays off, and
Hmm.
Hmm.
don't believe in working on Sundays, and but that's also
Right,
open house day. So
right.
Right. So pick another day, but be
Exactly.
consistent and intentional is what you're saying.
yes, being intentional. For
Hmm.
me, it was dinner time. It was always no phones at the table.
Hmm.
Sit there with the kids, check in on the day, especially having three smaller kids, all within 2 years of each other. It was a
Hmm.
lot,
Oh,
and
right. Yeah.
like get that one opportunity a day to all get down in front of each other at the dinner table and have
Right.
conversations and reconnect. So that was my sacred time. But you know, it's all about
The
you.
balance.
It's a
Yeah.
balance and creating your own
Yeah.
personal balance with it and setting those expectations with your clients up front.
Yeah.
I
I'm
agree.
not going to answer texts at, after
10
10
o'clock
p.m.
at night.
It's like,
Right.
nope,
No,
Exactly.
me
not
either.
Right.
happening.
Well, I'm
Right.
asleep anyway, so
Hmm. Hmm.
Exactly. I am too.
Yeah. And if I'm not, I've had to train myself like they will be okay until tomorrow
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they do text you at that time.
They
They
absolutely
really
do.
do.
And if you
hmm
respond,
Hmm.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
it's,
You open yourself up for that.
exactly.